Welcome to the evening psalm. Psalm 107, Jim Cotter has entitled The Cry for Rescue. We give you thanks, O God, for you are gracious, and your mercy endures forever. You bear the awful cost of our rescue, redeeming us from terror and pain, even as the relentless winds of the universe raged through the silence of the ages. Your heart was stirring to bring us to life, to gather as gifts to one another. You are with us through all our bewilderments, through the impenetrable mystery of evil and pain, redeeming our wastes and our sorrows, hiding from us the glory to come. Sometimes we are strangers on the earth, wanderers with no room to call our own. We go astray in the wilderness, lost in the trackless desert. The mists come down in the mountains, we wander on the featureless moors. Aimlessly stumbling in the forests, we find no way to a city to dwell in. Hungry and thirsty, our spirits sink within us. We languish and collapse, ready to die. Then we cry to you, O God, in our trouble, and you deliver us from our distress. You set our feet on a path we had not seen, and you lead us to a place we can make as our own. Let us praise you, O God, for your goodness, your loving kindness to the children of earth. With nourishing food you have satisfied us, you have slaked our aching thirst. We sit in darkness and shadow of death, shackled by misery and affliction. We are signs of a world ill at ease, broken and distressed, hearts torn apart, tossing to and fro in rebellion, spurning the word of our own deepest good. Our wits are blurred by our troubles, under their weight we stagger and fall, shamed by our guilt, trembling with fear, isolated and lonely, we find no one to help. Then we cry to you, O God, in our troubles, and you deliver us from our distress. You break the chains that keep us imprisoned. You lead us gently by the hand and into the sun. Let us praise you, O God, for your goodness, your loving kindness to the children of earth. You have shattered the doors of bronze, you have snapped in two the iron bars. When we go down to the sea in ships, or take to the air in great birds, we are overcome with fear and with awe at your wonders in the deep and in the skies. For at your word the stormy wind arises, lifting the waves of the sea, stirring the turbulent clouds. We are carried up to the heavens and down again to the depths. We are tossed to and fro in peril. We reel and stagger like drunkards. Our craftsmanship is all in vain. Then we cry to you, O God, in our troubles, and you deliver us from our distress. Storms without and within cease at your word. The waves of the sea and the air are stilled. We recover our poise, panic leaves us. We discover a presence that guides us through. Then we are glad because we are at rest, and you bring us to the haven where we would be. Let us praise you, O God, for your goodness, your loving kindness to the children of the earth. As the gathering of the congregations, your name be praised. From the seat of the elders may you be glorified. Yet again we turn to our foolishness, caught in the cycles of disease and rebellion. We turn away from the food that nourishes us, even though we are brought to death's door. We are caught in the traps of poverty, unable to move, hemmed in to despair. We are bound by the scripts of our ancestors, their sinewy subtitles holding us fast. Then we cry to you, O God, in our troubles. Not always do you deliver us from our distress. Your word of release sometimes heals us, and we know we are saved from destruction. It is hard to do more than whisper our thanks. We lose hold of the mystery of your goodness. Sometimes the helplessness in which we are caught cries out in the night with no answering word. The perplexity of your ways gives us pain. We live between prison and freedom. One day the doors are flung open, only for others to close on the next. You turn the rivers into beds of parched stones. You dry up the springs of water. You make the fertile land barren, mirroring the drought of our goodness. You fill the desert sands with water. In the dry ground fresh springs emerge. You bring in those who are hungry, to settle there and till the soil. We plough fields, plant vineyards, reap crops, graze herds. We are blessed and our numbers increase, yet the very next moment we seem cursed. One day we are well content, the next diminished again, with plague, famine and war, with stress in adversity and sorrow. Even the powerful are brought low and wander again in the desert, and you raise up the poor from affliction, making them strong in the land. Only the eye of faith can discern your ways, and even then they might mightily puzzle us. But let us be wise and ponder these things. Wisdom still finds her way to your praise. Ever and again you protect and restrain us, always with yet more gifts in store. Let us therefore praise you, O God, for your goodness, your loving kindness to the children of earth. So let us pray. Keep us faithful, O God, trusting in your promise and power to rescue and redeem. In the darker places of faith's journey, help us discern our freedom in choosing what is difficult as if it were easy, for then we shall have faith indeed. Even at the bleakest times we shall praise. So may God grant us a quiet and a peaceful night, so that we may look in the morning with the eye of faith to discern God's ways.